Hello everyone, go ahead and pause the video if you want to take a closer look at my Jessica. So here we have another stage in the third wave of Twisted Fate stages. This one is called a Rueful Pursuer. The star this time is Jessica, Jessica Classic. None of those fancy new Jessicas they've created who somehow have bigger bust sizes than the older one. I think for this fight you do need a moderate amount of investment on Jessica. Probably the most important thing is to have Sorceresses unlocked for her, so she needs to be classed up a decent amount. She also needs to have Teleport, but she gets that pretty early. Meteor is also very helpful here, because of course it does fix damage, which these enemies are not immune to, and the usage of Meteor makes it so that the stats of Jessica herself doesn't matter all that much. For my part, I decided to throw my Tensei Jessica's gear set onto my Jessica, so you can see she's wearing like a Twilight Star and stuff. And naturally that's not necessary here, and in fact a normal accessory like Holy Ring would probably be better. So on the first turn, I just set up Lance Phalanx on the provided guarding unit, so that Layard takes a bit of damage when he attacks on enemy phase. This is just to make sure he dies as soon as possible. This fight does have a rather strict time limit, and you want to make sure you get a good balance of dealing damage to him while staying alive. So one of the fail conditions here is if Leon reaches the green tile. So obviously you need to bring Teleport. I don't think it's actually possible to get to Leon if you don't have Teleport. The nice thing is that Leon runs across the bridge during the first enemy phase, so I can use this Lancer guy to use Armor Pierce to stab him for a bunch of damage, and then again Jessica with the provided Leona so she can teleport herself up there. By the way, Jessica is buffed in this fight. She gets to reduce her cooldowns every time she casts something, so her Teleport and her Windblade come up very fast. Teleport of course is of obvious use, and the Windblade spam can come in handy if your Jessica is actually decently strong and can do some damage. I want Jessica on the top there because one of the feats here is to use Jessica to take out Leon. So this is why I say you do want to have Jessica sorta built, at least a little bit. Most of her damage is coming from her Sorceresses, but obviously if you can spare the resources to build Jessica just a little bit, it'll make the stat check a little bit easier on you. Simultaneously, this also tricks the AI of Imelda, Elwyn, and Vargas to run up towards Jessica, which is good because you want the bottom group to be focusing on killing Layard right now. And if you try to take them all on at once, it just doesn't really end well. Elwyn is definitely the biggest threat here because he is an infantry and you have mostly Lancer units. You do have the one cavalry, but it's kind of annoying because Elwyn can heal himself over and over like he usually can. And that just makes things more complicated, especially with all the other units around that you have to fight. So on the same turn I kill Layard, I make sure to move one of my Lancers into range of Vargas so I can bait him down, while still making Elwyn and Imelda track upwards toward Jessica. Like I said, this is just to buy me a bit of time while I beat up Vargas. And as you can see here, beating up Vargas in this map is kind of annoying because he has heavy shield, so it's not really consistent how fast you can kill him. But thankfully they also gave you free strike on Leona, and that's really the main chunk of damage you'll be doing to him. So you just have to pray that he doesn't activate heavy shield every goddamn time, and you should be able to take him out before the rest of the enemies start barreling down towards you. Like it is with Leon, if your Jessica has a decent amount of intelligence, you can also use Windblade to punch Vargas pretty hard, help take him out before Imelda and Elwyn reach you. After that, the fight is pretty simple, because there's only 2 enemy units left, and they're relatively easy to control and dance around. I recommend killing Imelda first, since she's a lot frailer, and it's never fun to deal with magic damage. You can use the route ability from the cavalry that you're provided, as needed, to crowd control Elwyn. And after you take out Imelda, obviously you can just back everyone off and have the cavalry fight Elwyn, while Leona stands behind him and heals him. I also throw in Meteor here at one point, and that's because, like I said, it's fixed damage. Very useful if you don't have Jessica built very much at all. But do keep in mind that one of the feats for this map, it does involve having Jessica kill a certain amount of units and killing certain units. So you have to just make sure you check the feats to get them all out of the way. And if you forget, it's fine because you can repeat this map as many times as you want. This is one of the easier ones from this wave, so I definitely recommend doing this one if you're still strapped for some challenge points. Hopefully you found this video useful. See you guys next time.
を出しなさい。人、思考、そしていいですね。いいですね。はい。ご命令を。これが私の信じる心です。いいですね。